To another episode of Millionaires Are Made, where we take everyday advice and give it out freely so the whole world can learn and grow and become millionaires in all six aspects of health. Today's episode is going to be on social health and partying. How to improve your social health using partying. And we don't mean like a rock star Motley Crue style, or maybe we do. We'll find out when we get in there. Quick thing, remember, we need lots of guests. Everybody can be a guest. We believe everybody has a piece of information that they can share. We do financial, intellectual, mental, social, spiritual, all sorts of the aspects of health. So if you have any kind of advice, please sign up below www.millionairesaremade.com. Posted right below this link. We also need more topics. We are burning through this. We will be reusing some of them, but if there's anything you want to learn about, we just did real estate. If you want to learn about how to meet people, how to improve your spiritual health, not necessarily religion, but just spiritual with the world, yoga, meditation, anything like that, let us know what you want to know, and we will get that done for you. Third thing I want to talk about is sponsorships. If you want to get your face in front of thousands of people, talk to us. Give us $5 and we'll put your brand right now. I'll shout it out the whole episode long. But we are looking for sponsors. We're growing fast. So now we are incurring more and more costs. We'd love to cover some of those and help shout out a small business. We are not looking for corporations, unfortunately. I just don't think it fits this type of show. All right, so we got 3 everyday people giving out everyday types of advice, and I am going to start with mine. If you want to increase your social health with partying, my tip is to fucking remember. Too many people think partying means shot, shot, shot. I'm sober, I don't drink, and I party all the time. I'm throwing a massive ass party next June. It's going to be a fundraiser for Coral World. We're going to save some coral reefs, and guess what? I'm not going to drink a lick of alcohol. I'm going to remember every bit. Partying is for the experience. It's for the memories. Why are we doing so much to try not to remember it? So if you're trying to party, attend an event, go to a party, and increase your social health, please don't overdo it. Enjoy, imbibe, but remember. Get that memory in there. Focus on the memory. Remember, and don't party too hard. With that said, our first guest coming out is one of our favorite partiers, Josh. How are you doing today, my man?
Phenomenal, man. Just enjoying another beautiful day.
Nice. Where are you at? You in Oklahoma or Arkansas?
Fayetteville, Arkansas, right here downtown on the square.
All right. Look at that. Well, Josh, let me ask you a quick question. Who are you?
So my name's Josh Perry. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have businesses in tech and transportation, but for the purposes of this podcast, I throw huge fraternity, sorority, and municipality parties all over the country.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds like right up our alley here. Well, let me ask you the most important question then. If I want to improve my social health with partying, what advice would you give me?
Give in to your inhibitions and break down the walls. We all build up these walls through our daily life to like protect ourselves from harm or other people or whatever. And so partying gives us an opportunity to gather as a group and just, succumb to our inhibitions. And that doesn't have to mean, like you said, drinking a bunch of shots or anything. I'm a sober person as well. And I party probably harder than anybody, so it's all about just, breaking down those walls and surrender to the fun.
I love it. Yeah, it's being on this island. I mean, I just had my birthday party. It was like 5 days of partying, but it's pretty funny that a lot of the people I'm with nowadays party hard are the sober ones. We can always last a little bit longer, I think. Well, so I guess, Josh, what in your life journey led you to that information? How'd you get that tip? Where'd that advice come from?
So, I grew up traveling a lot, and so connecting with people was pretty difficult. Both my parents were in the military, and so, we just bounced from school to school and place to place, and just constantly having to make new friends and stuff throughout my teenage years and even into my 20s. And so really, you build up a lot of walls and defenses doing that. And it wasn't until I became a little bit older and even at the point where I quit drinking that I was able to like really break down my walls with people and be vulnerable with people and like dance crazy and not care what anybody kind of thinks in order. And it really creates connections with people that having healthy area in that part of your life will actually increase your business standings and increase all these other areas of your life, because it all starts with you and how you're treating yourself. And by partying, man, you're really just like giving yourself a break and like being compassionate with yourself.
Being compassionate with yourself. I like that. Josh, let me ask you this: and what kind of parties do you think help you the most? What parties do you prefer to attend, and why?
I love a wide variety of parties because I do a wide variety of things. So I can't really place it on one, but I would say that the connection at a large EDM show is probably one of the best things that anybody can experience. And then I really love
candy.
That's what it's about, man. It's just exchanging energy there, and then on that same regard of exchanging energy, I really love weddings too.
Ooh, yeah. This year I've actually been to like 6 or 7 weddings, and what I like about a wedding is it really brings out the couple. You know, each one's so different, and like you can learn them. I went to one in Alaska where it's like this beautiful view. You know, I went to one like in a barn in Maine. Like a week later is wild. I went to a lot of weddings, but it is really cool how weddings are like a party that really bring people together, but B, like the whole design and all the decor and how it's done really speaks a lot about the couple. I love that about it.
Well, and I even, have participated in a wide variety of weddings and different traditions and cultures. And so like Indian weddings in particular, they last like a week, like it's not just like a day's celebration. We're talking about a whole community gets together to enjoy and revel in the beauty of love.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I think that was great, Josh, but we're going to move on to our next guest here.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right. We just heard from Josh a little bit about partying, especially about weddings. We're going to move on here and we're going to bring out a good friend named Lori.
Hey.
Hey, Lori. How's your day going?
It's going fabulous. I have the grandkids, 2 of them.
Are they partying?
Yeah, in the other room watching A Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's a good party. Lori, who are you?
I am a grandmother, obviously. I have grandkids. I love their parties. They're like one of my favorite parties. But I encourage people. I've been through a lot of different areas that some people have. I've lived a few different lives. I tell people I've been married 3 different times, so each one has been different. I've worked on myself mentally, physically, emotionally, and that never goes away. That's something you constantly have to do. So I'm always here to encourage and help people go in that direction if need be.
All right. Well, if I wanted to improve my social health with partying, what advice would you give me?
I would give you the advice to go to as many as you can without overextending yourself or feeling too tired about doing that. You'll be able to meet a various amount of different people that live different lifestyles. I personally am sober, but I can go into a bar and have a good time with my friends, or I can go to a networking event and get a lot of value out of that. Interacting with people that way too. Concerts.
Can you go to another island and party?
Of course, I did with you. It was fun. There was a day or two that I was extremely tired and I had to take a nap.
It was a lot of partying. Oh, wow, that's funny. So we got 3 sober people on the partying episode. Wow, who planned that? So what happened in your life that led you to this advice? What happened in your life journey for that?
I grew up in an alcoholic family, and by the 7th grade, I was taking hard liquor to school. up
Cool.
until I don't know that it's really cool. Maybe it was cool to do as a kid. Um,
Maybe, yeah.
I did that through, I think my junior year of high school. So, yeah, looking back, it probably wasn't the smartest thing, sitting in class, not really being able to pay attention a whole lot. Um, but anyway, that's just one of my life experiences. And I just had to wake up one day. I've drank since then, but it's not really my thing. I haven't really done a lot of hard partying with alcohol or other substances in a long time. So I like it better because I can wake up the next day knowing what happened, not
Yeah,
feeling bad about anything.
remembering.
Yeah,
Somewhat of a good thing to have in your life.
yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I'm going to move on to the next guest then.
All right.
What's up, Creston?
Hello. What's going on, brother?
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Living the dream every day.
I've got a quick question for you, my man. Who are you?
Well, my name is Preston Woods, aka Woody. I'm a personal trainer, breathwork coach. I run a podcast called The Price, and I try to bring knowledge about health to clients and try to spread the word on, creating a better future for everyone and optimizing life.
That's awesome. All right. All right. Let me ask you another important question. If I were to improve my social health with partying, what advice would you give me?
The advice I would give you for social health is moderate and celebrate. So I believe that we create a lot of pathways for the off. So, earning that party or like creating a reward so that you feel like an accomplishment for that party is going to be a much better habit to create in your life so that you are more driven to do more things, accomplish more goals, and where you want to go because over party is not going to.
Very cool. Okay. All right. Well, let's ask this. What on your life journey led you to this piece of advice?
Well, back in college, I was a baseball player. I lived in Hawaii, and I played on multiple baseball teams. Well, the teams that party together are the teams that win together and through state, but teams that over party and like party all the time, win or lose, we booze. That mindset sometimes can take you down a negative rabbit hole where the teams that like party after they win and they celebrate wins and they create that reward pathway, I think that is the best standing for the best teams that I've been.
What's your favorite type of party?
Ooh, my favorite type of party is a networking party.
Okay.
And I like to talk about other entrepreneurs and how they're driven. They want.
Very cool. Anything else you want to add about your tip on partying?
And just don't go overboard. I think that our world today is so easy to just reward yourself at any time. So, make sure you earn that booze if you're going to do it.
Awesome, Creston. Well, I'm going to move on to the next segment where we bring everyone out. So we've heard from some partiers on some tips, and it looks like everyone likes different types. Use it as a reward, don't overindulge. Partying is something that humans have probably been doing forever, and it's awesome. It's a great way to release, go meet people, socialize, do networking events, wedding parties, birthday parties. There's thousands of different types of parties. But how you do them and how you use them is actually pretty important. Showing up and being the first one drunk by 10 p.m., probably not the best idea. But showing up and meeting people, connecting, remembering, making memories, which is, I think, the most important part of a party is the experience. Especially if it's a theme party or a birthday party, remembering the person, celebrating them, and making it a reward is just like Creston said, is important. So we'll go ahead and bring everyone out and let's talk about all of our tips. All right, Josh, can you give us a quick reminder of what your tip was?
Yeah. So my tip is surrender and break down your walls and like allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Vulnerability at a party? You're wild. Lori, what are your thoughts on that tip?
I think it is great because you can go out and do all kinds of different parties and meet people, but you do want to be true to yourself and you want to remember, obviously. Um, anyway, I agree with him. You
Preston, what are your thoughts on Josh's tip?
I mean, partying has something to render to it. And I completely agree. Letting go how you have fun at the party. It's not worrying about what you have throughout the week. Just kind of being free to having fun and just letting yourself have that fun.
Awesome. I like it. I like it. All right, Lori, can you quickly refresh us what your tip was?
to go out there and meet as many people as you can. Networking is really huge, and you want to do it with a clean mind so you remember. It's important to have the contacts because you never know when you need somebody, either whether you need to talk to them for your mental health or doing business or whatever.
All right, Josh, what are your thoughts on that?
I 100% agree with this tip. In particular, like I literally just this past Saturday met a guy who went to school with the Walton family and is going to allow me to shut down some city blocks in Bentonville. Standing next to him at a party, yelling at the band and dancing, right? So like you can make so many connections when you're lining up in the right place at the right party.
I went to school with the Walton family, with Lucas. I'll put in a good word for you.
Thanks.
Cresta, what are your thoughts on that tip?
Networking is amazing, and a lot of people don't realize how those long-term connections come up later in life. I mean, people that I partied with in high school that I haven't seen for years, like they come up and then now I'm a personal trainer and maybe they had over partied, right? And so now they need a personal training plan to and so all of these like connections we made over time are gonna really like grow and blossom in the community, and so I think I'll help each other by. So yeah.
Cool, I love it. All right, let's go over my tip. Fucking remember.
Yeah.
Laura, what are your thoughts on that?
Definitely, you do want to remember. You don't want to have these awkward pictures coming up on social media because everybody's posting.
I hope some celebrities are watching this episode.
I mean, how can that ruin you? I mean, I guess it could either make you or ruin you. It just depends on what industry, right?
Maybe some NFL players, all sorts of stuff. Hey, Josh or Creston, what are your thoughts on that tip?
I'm with you guys. I'm not sober, but I definitely have gone overboard before when I was in college, and I understand that. Like, what's the point if you don't remember it? Like, we went out to have a good time, so memories are supposed to be what we're there for anyway. So why are we doing it?
I love it. I love it. Josh, what are your thoughts?
Coming from a guy who lost about 2 years of memory from eating Xanax and drinking whiskey, I think it's like the most important thing to be able to appreciate the moments of your life that are where you're finding your joy.
Yeah. I think even relationships. I mean, when you're meeting people or even, I mean, with friends, it's not as much, but even romantic partners, people you meet that are potential partners, man, if you lose out on that night, I can't even go back and think of how many times I made, who I might have met, what I might have met, and, all the misconnections and everything from, anytime blacking out or anytime being too drunk, having to go home early, all the missed opportunity just like still kind of weighs on me, even being 2.5 years sober, And I mean, I definitely partied, but I wasn't super like alcoholic or anything. But when we partied in college, I mean, we fucking partied. But yeah, half my college years are probably every weekend drinking, going to the frat parties, going to house parties, whatever. and just the insane amount of connections that I may have missed is definitely a crazy amount. Who knows? Life could be so different right now. Hey, Creston, you want to remind us what your tip was?
My tip was moderate.
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time?
My tip was moderate and celebrate.
Moderate and celebrate. Lori, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, if you are going to drink, do it in moderations. Kick back some water in between your drinks so you don't overdo it.
That goes for your mushrooms and LSD and all that drugs as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
However you choose to party,
Yeah.
moderate it. I guess you could even say sexual partners if you're that kind of partier. Josh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's 100% accurate. That you've got to create a balance, because if you just party all the time, which I could easily do throwing parties, right? Like your life just gets out of whack and it gets so frayed and scattered that you can't keep track of anything at that point, because all you're doing is partying, right? And not the responsible part of life, which is where there's a lot of reward.
I love it. All right, guys. We've talked about everyone's tips. Now we come to the best part of the whole show. Our daily challenge. This might be a little tougher than we thought. We need to come up with a daily challenge that I will hold you guys accountable every day as well. It's got to take less than 5 minutes, must cost $0, and must be available to anyone in the world, from the Hindu mountains to the Mariana Trench, if anyone's hanging out down there. Any suggestions?
I'm curious to hear yours. You said you had a couple popping off earlier.
I will refrain and I will respond to you guys. I'm not going to try to. You guys go first. I already got them in here.
All right, something like maybe go out, someone talk to you before, try to find out what the social health issues are. That opens the door for you to figure out, more avenues for your social health as well.
Crescent, can you repeat that? You
Yeah,
were
I didn't catch
breaking
what
up
you said.
there a little bit.
Oh, sorry. So what I was saying is just go out and meet someone new and ask them about how they take care of their social health.
Ooh.
Learn a tip from them, find new avenues for yourself as well.
I like that. Meet
I
someone
like that
new.
a lot.
Yeah, all right. Lori, Josh, any ideas?
I like Crescent's idea, to going out and asking somebody how they like to party.
Okay. Can we do it online as well if we don't? Well, no, I like the in person. Asking someone their maybe we ask someone like a memory of their favorite party. Hey, what's the best party you've been to? How do you guys feel about that?
That's a good one.
Okay.
Man, that's really going to improve your social health if you have to go around town asking everyone about their favorite party they've been to.
I'm with it.
That sounds easy enough. Anyone can do it. Less than 5 minutes, no money, and will improve your social health. Asking about the best party someone's been to. I'm going to video this. I challenge you guys to video it too. Every day I'm going to post a video of me asking some random person about their favorite party. I'm going to go do it like right now.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, this will be cool.
So this means you have to get out of the house every day. You could call someone too. I'm also okay with that. Calling like a friend or someone and saying, hey, what's the best party you've been to? As long as you're improving your social health, you may already know them. It could be a stranger. Either way works for us. All right.
Sounds good.
Daily challenge set. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming. It was great talking to you. I'm going to do some closing talk, and then I'll talk to you guys in just a sec. Well, that concludes another episode of Millionaires Are Made, this time on social health, how to be more social, interact, and create a better circle of friends. We did specifically talked about partying which doesn't necessarily mean going to a frat party or a house party and getting wasted. There's networking parties. There's birthday parties. It could be any kind of party, kids' birthday parties, adult birthday parties. Could be a traveling party where you all meet in a foreign destination and hang out. Lots of different ways to party. Not all of them include substances. As you saw, 3 of the 4 guests today, well, me being one of them, were sober and don't drink alcohol. Just a little bit wild that they chose to be on the partying episode, and that just goes to show that you don't need alcohol to party. I know I love to party. I just had like a week-long party here in St. Thomas. It was a pirate-themed party with people flying in all over the country. So hope you guys learned a little something. Let's keep partying. Let's keep it safe. Let's remember. Let's celebrate. But let's make sure that we do it responsibly. Hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. We've got a sweet daily challenge. Every day we need to ask somebody about their favorite party. If you can record it and post it, extra kudos to you. Let's all go improve our social health. And until next week,